Welcome to a small tutorial on Avis budget rental process. As you know, the Avis and Uber partnership was formed to rent vehicles for people who want to drive the Uber car but do not have a vehicle. There is a discounted weekly rate, which is $214 plus tax, and it all applies only to the midsize car at the moment. The minimum rental period is 7 days with a max time frame of 8 weeks or 56 days. Rental process. The core rental process can be broken into four phases: pre-rental and checkout, renewal, exchange, return, and 56-day renewal. The pre-rental process. The pre-rental process, prior to the customer arriving at your location, check their status in the Uber Inventory Manager tool. That is the tool that's available on the iPad. To rent an Avis vehicle, they must be in active status. A driver may appear as active, onboarding, which means they have applied, or waitlisted, which means do not rent. The only drivers that Avis can rent cars to are the ones on active status. Once driver arrives at location in active status, you will verify preferred enrollment in reservations on Wizard 502 screen. A standard widget profile, non-preferred, will be indicated like the screenshot above. In this case, you will need to enroll the driver in Avis Preferred. For our location, we will have customer use existing widget number and enroll in Preferred on avis.com from their personal phone. Verify during the checkout process that there is a AWD number for Uber and the time for checkout and check-in must match. A manual copy of Uber rental agreement addendum must be signed by every new driver and sent along with a copy of the rental agreement in our location DBR folder to Virginia Beach. After the driver has successfully signed all rental documents and enrolled in Preferred, you must assign the vehicle to the driver's Uber profile. You should see an Assign Vehicle button below the driver info. Type in the license plate of the vehicle you would like to assign and click Assign Vehicle. Click Assign Vehicle once again once you have input the right license plate. After successfully assigning the vehicle, it will appear in the space below the driver. If you need to change it, just click X and assign again. Once vehicle was assigned, you will wait for a few moments and have the driver open the Uber driver app and try going online. They will need to select the newly added vehicle, and within the app they should be able to access that list through the account section. Once the vehicle was assigned to the driver's Uber account, it's time for the walk-around inspection. You would need the inspection copy, a pen, and the tablet. Perform a walk-around inspection with the driver and notating all of the damages that you see which does not include under regular wear and tear. Double-check the gas and have the driver sign the inspection sheet. Store the copy of the rental agreement with the inspection sheet, file by day of the week in designated Uber filing cabinet. Collect additional copy of contract along with signed Uber rental agreement addendum and place in location DBR file to be sent to Virginia Beach. The primary reason we need to ensure drivers are signed up for Avis Preferred is for our weekly renewal process. All reservations will initially be set up for 7 days. As you recall, as long as they maintain eligibility through Avis and Uber, drivers may continue to stay in the vehicle for up to 56 days or 8 weeks. Make sure that every rental is filed by day of the week. Starting week 2, location employees will review this file on a daily basis. Each rental must be reviewed weekly by closing out the original and opening a new 7-day rental, unless the driver has already returned the vehicle permanently. For the renewal, the closeout or check-in must be performed on a delayed check-in basis, and the time must match as it states on the original rental agreement. Open up the 203 screen to make sure the delayed check-in process went through fine. For the renewal of the contract, there will be no new reservations to complete, so the rental renewal should be performed as a walk-up. Use the W/ wizard number function on the 101 checkout screen in the name field to open a new rental. Once this information is displayed, the customer data will be populated and you should perform a standard rental checkout using the same MVA and most recent mileage. Few things that must be verified during this process. You have to make sure the Uber AWD number is present. And number two, you have to make sure the return time and the new checkout time matches, and that can be modified under 2 or 3 screen for the new rental. Exchanging someone into a new vehicle is fairly similar to standard Avis rental, but will require the use of the Uber Inventory Manager tool on iPad. You will pull up driver's profile, disassociate the current car, and then assign the new car. Now, driver may stay in the same car for the entire 56 days, but after that, the driver must bring the car back in for a visual inspection. It is worth noting drivers do not have to keep the vehicle for the entire 56 days. After the first week, they may bring back at any point in time for a prorated rental cost. On 56th day, driver may bring the car back for renewal or return it for good. In both cases, a walk-around inspection of the vehicle must be completed. If the driver is returning car for good, make sure you collect the keys from the driver. Ensure any required incident form is completed if any body damage is present. Close the rental in Wizard with current mileage and gas readings. Disassociate the vehicle from the Uber driver's profile through the steps as we have discussed previously and provide the final receipt. On 56 day or 8 weeks, if the car is eligible to be rented out again, and if the driver wishes to keep the same car, you just follow the regular rental procedure. Just make sure you do not disassociate that car from the driver's profile under Uber IM tool. And that is it. Thank you.